Hey, 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 hey. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? How y'all living? Good morning, good morning. Ooh, I don't like this light. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn on some more light. Okay. I think I got a little bit more light. What's up, y'all? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Redefine Me channel. I am Tasha checking in with another video, and this video is going to be talking about Trump. Are y'all afraid or what? What's going on? Let's check in with each other and see what's going on. If it's your first time joining my channel, go ahead and like this video, comment in the comment section, and most importantly, subscribe to the Redefine Me channel. Okay, y'all. So I'm up and out a little early. I just got off of work, so I don't know how this live is gonna go. If y'all gonna come in, if y'all gonna chit chat, whatever's gonna happen. Shout out to the replay gang that will watch this later, because you know they probably sleep or they got other stuff going on. So yesterday, Trump got sworn in, and since he's got sworn in, a lot of people are up here just afraid of what's going to happen and what is to come. Um, I'm just not one of them people. I'm not afraid of what's going to happen or what is to come because I know who I serve and I know that God is going to make everything all right no matter what happens. But you got people up here running around talking about, oh, he going to do this, he going to do this, he going to do that. Now, has he signed some executive orders already? Yes, he has. Okay. One thing I will say about Trump is that he gonna do exactly what he said he's gonna do. So I don't know why people are shocked behind what he's doing right now with his the executive orders. Hello, Master Bates, how are you? You know what? Why did I even say that? Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, some people just don't have anything better to do. Some people don't have anything better to do. Hold on, y'all. All right, so yeah, but so he's signed some executive orders already, and y'all, people running around here in a frenzy. They're afraid. They're posting stuff on social media, and you know what I hate? The fact. What's up, Aries? The fact that social media creates this fear in people, which is so ridiculous. But while I do not agree with everything that Trump is probably going to do, I'm not afraid of him though. I feel like some of the things that he's going to do will be beneficial for the US. Just my opinion. I don't see what's wrong with wanting to use our own resources instead of sourcing out those resources from other countries. I don't see what the big deal is. What's up, Packers? What is it? What did I say? Frac Keisha the King. If I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sorry. What's up, D Bros? What's up? What's up? So I don't know. I mean, what's up, Diesel? I don't see an issue with some of the things that Trump wants to do. You know what's crazy is that because people do not like this man in large, he could do 50 great things for the country. And he can do 5 things that are questionable and people will zone in on those 5 things. Thank you for subscribing. Yes, collab. Follow. No, I do not have that. What's up, D Bros? Again, go ahead and follow me. Like this video, y'all. Subscribe to the channel, everybody. I just want to come on because I'm kind of sick of social media and the picture that they're trying to paint. Like, Biden has lost, okay? We all know that. He's lost. It's a done deal. Now, are we going to have to hear all of the people that voted for Biden for the next 4 years complain about the fact that Trump is in office? Like, I don't want to hear that. I'm eating a banana. Thank you for the compliment. What's up, Negative? What's up, Les? Burton? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Are y'all scared of Trump? I know that one thing y'all can't lie about is that he doing exactly what he said he gonna do. So I mean, what is people shocked about? I don't get it. He doing what he said he gonna do. And people up here, and I just really hope that we don't have 4 years of crying. It's like he won. I feel like whoever voted for Trump and whoever is a supporter of his supporters, if Kamala had won, we wouldn't be sitting around here like moaning, groaning, and everything like that. We would just accept what it is and move on. But let's keep it 100. Could y'all have seen, thank you, Aries, for subscribing. Could y'all have seen this country ran under Kamala? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. On my channel, we keep it real. We keep it 100. I couldn't have seen her leading our country, not going to these other countries where women are kind of still second-class citizens and she has to go over there and conduct business with them. I don't even think they would take her seriously. So I could not see it happen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, I've always been one of them people that speaks her mind, that has her own opinion and views. And because of that, sometimes I have lost friends. Sometimes family members have not been a big fan of mine or whatever because of my viewpoints on things. But it's just that, you know, I've always had my own mind. What's up, Langston? Thank you for subscribing. I have to leave, so goodbye. Bye, Caleb. Thank you for coming into the live. So what y'all think? Y'all let me know. Is Trump scaring y'all with a lot of the things that he's done? I know that I read where he said that he is still going to move forward with the deportation of children that were even born in the U.S. So if your parent is an illegal immigrant, and they don't have the proper documentation, just because you were born here doesn't mean that you're going to get to stay here if you're a minor. Thank you. I love you in the love of the Lord too, Langston. Don't mean you're going to get to stay here if you're a minor. Yeah, you voted Trump negative. Yeah. So, and they say that goes against one of the amendment rights. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how true that is. If that is true, if that's one of the amendments, which I don't know how it's worded, but if it is one of the amendments, that not only means that that we know our amendment, that means that other foreigners know our amendment too, because this is why they come over here and they have 11 billion kids, because they know that you can't put them out if their child is a U.S. citizen. But I think Trump is going to look at that and be like, What's up, Star Fox? Let's keep it 100. I've been paying attention to politics for a while and voted for Obama. Then voted for Biden. And stats show blacks voted for Harris. Well, I'm black. I didn't vote for Harris. Negative. I hope he fixes the country. Honestly, yeah, all the BS aside, you know, I totally agree. I think that a lot of the things that he's trying to do is trying to, like his slogan says, make America great again. I think he is really trying to put America back in the spot where charity starts at home, because we're outsourcing with Mexico, we're outsourcing with China, we're outsourcing with all these countries when we got resources and things right here on U.S. soil that we don't even take advantage of. Why is that? Why have we not taken advantage of our own resources? I just don't understand that. You were young then, Star Fox? Yeah. What's up, CJ? Oh, so you know how I do. I can take care of myself. Yeah. Okay, CJ. I mean, I can take care of myself too. At the end of the day, I trust God. I don't trust man. So it wouldn't have mattered if Kamala had won, or it wouldn't have mattered, you know, what happened. And it still doesn't matter what happens. You know, God has the final say so for me. So, you know, but there are real live people out here crying and running around and panicking and thinking it's going to be like extreme doom and gloom. We give it to immigrants. Look at NYC. Yeah, man. I mean, and you cannot lie. If you are a US citizen, right? And I love everybody. Don't get it twisted. I love my foreign brother and sisters as well. However, there are a lot of foreigners in the US. I'm telling you, I'm from DC, right? There is a part of Maryland, and I have been in other states and cities and things like that. There are certain areas in certain states that are primarily geared towards certain foreign nationalities. Like they have places that are just for Mexicans and Hispanics, places just for Asians, all over the US in these countries. And it's just kind of like, how did they end up moving in, setting up shops and businesses when me, a US citizen, will say, hey, I want to open up my own this business, and then I can't even get approved for a loan, but these people have whole cities, areas that's dedicated to their nationality. Like that just, it always has blown my mind. Like I just don't get that. I have liked, why was a letter? Yeah, I just do not get that. But I mean, of course, the US have always wanted to have allies because they feel like if a war breaks out or stuff hits the fan, then they want to be able to call on these other countries to help them. And then the other countries might be like, well, we not helping you. And then they could be like, well, we let your people open up a business. We let your people do this. So you're going to help us. And I mean, how can they argue with that? I have. Like, why you ate something? Nothing saying nothing. I remember 2016 blacks would say, if Trump. Now they act like they are always for Trump. Yeah, I mean, when Trump ran the first time, I voted for him as well. When he won the first time, I think the first time he won, it was it's funny because the first time he won, a lot of people that voted for him did not want to come out and actually say that they voted for him, which was really crazy. They just wanted to kind of like sweep it under the rug that they voted for him, because it was crazy, because people literally had people scared to say that they voted for him the first go round, because I know a lot more people voted for him the first go round that like to admit it, because we live in a world where if you don't go with the majority or what's popular, then something is wrong with you. Like you'll get crucified, or you'll get ostracized, or you'll get be an outcast and things like that. So people don't want to really say, oh, I agree with Trump, or I agree with this policy, or I agree with that, for fear of being, blackballed or exiled or anything like that. So they don't want to admit that they really agree with some of his policies the first time he won. Now, this time around that he's won, a lot of people are saying, they woke up, they realized that under the Democrats, that life wasn't grand and great, that they were, catering to middle class and poor, as if just because I'm black, I have to vote Democrat, as if just because I'm black, I have to be middle class and poor, and so, yeah, a lot of people woke up and said, you know what, they ain't been doing nothing. They only care about a certain sector of people, and they have been letting illegal immigrants, let me get that light out your face, into this country for a while. And I think people are just over it. They're over it, and they're just thinking that, Kamala ran a piss poor campaign, and unfortunately, people saw right through her shenanigans, and they voted for Trump. I'm crying because I like, hey, you did really what I said. Oh, I don't know what that means, Langston. But yeah, and that's what it is, and that's what it is. But no way, shape, and form am I afraid of what's going to happen. But you would be amazed, man. You would be amazed. It's kind of like, I want to kind of like stay off of social media until he completes like his first 30 to 90 days, because at that point, then we will really get a scope or idea of if he really is going to do what he says, or how this whole thing is going to play out. But I know that's not going to be possible, because I post all the time on social media so that I can grow and, with my businesses and stuff like that. But sometimes I see stuff and I'm just kind of like, people are so weird. They're so weird about this whole thing. They think that, I have heard somebody say some crazy stuff. I have heard people say that if Trump wins, we're going back to slavery. And I was just like, wait a minute. First of all, I was never a slave. That's number one. Let me get that light out your face. First of all, I was never a slave. And second of all, that man, I said, are y'all insane? He cannot put us in slavery. I mean, some of the stuff that people have said that, oh, if Trump get in office, this is what's going to happen. It's just comical. It's really comical. And so, we'll see what happens. I just always tell people, look, just wait and see what happens. He has already signed some executive orders. He got right down to business. I'm not saying that I agree with every single thing that he says, but however, I do agree with some things that he is trying to do for the U.S. I mean, what's wrong with making the U.S. better? What's wrong with using our own resources? What's wrong with that? I just don't understand it. If Kamala or anybody else that was well liked would have came out with the ideas that Trump is trying to do, everyone would have been praising them, right? And this is just proof that when a person doesn't like you, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter how good it is, if they don't like you, they are going to hate it. They're going to hate the idea. And so it's not even about your policies being good. It's about, are you well liked? And that's just what it comes down to. And unfortunately, Trump is one of them people that is not well liked. But however, though, he won the election like by a large majority. So I'm like, he can't be. And then the people that voted for him that don't like him, they were just probably like, well, I don't like the guy, but I feel as if he would be a better choice for our economy. How old are you? Langston, please don't be 7, because if you're 7, I'm gonna have to put you out the chat. Do you want to be a regular citizen or a protected class? Because blacks are considered a protected class. I don't know about all of that. I'm a regular smuggler citizen. I don't know about being a protected class or a regular citizen. I just believe that I am just a regular citizen. So I see you, Langston, in the chat. I'm just kidding. Even if you're 13, get off my channel. You're a minor. You never know what topic is going to come out of my mouth. But right now we just talking about Trump. So I really hope that people would give his ideas a chance. But I don't think people are going to give him a chance. I don't think people are going to give him a full-on chance because they don't like him. So it's unfortunate because it's like sometimes people do have good ideas and maybe they don't know how to express them or say them right. Maybe you don't like them. And so because of that, you're like, oh, I'm not going to give them a chance, or I don't want to hear what they got to say. But it's like at the end of the day, he's the president. He's the president. So it's like, what are you going to do about it? It's like, what are you really going to do about it? All of this, this jumping up and down, this putting out things on social media, all of these people saying if you voted for him, don't say ish, and all of this stuff, like all of this wild stuff that people are saying and feeling and all of that. I mean, he's the president. What are you going to do? You're going to get up tomorrow. You're going to go to work. You're going to, go to school. You're going to walk the dog. You're going to kiss your spouse. You're going to continue. You're going to go to the grocery store. You're going to go shopping. You're going to continue to live, even if he's the president. So I'm just kind of like, why are y'all creating this mass fear? And I think when Biden did his speech, though, I agree with some of the things he said in the speech, but I also feel like it was a final ploy and dig at the people to create some type of scare. his final scare tactic to the people of what is to come, because he said a lot of things that he didn't really say, but he said. And it's almost like you had to decode a puzzle or read between the lines. And it's like, sir, just say what it is that you got to say. You're leaving office anyway. If something is up that you know about, and I feel like he knows about something that he did not, he was trying to warn the people, but he didn't really warn the people. Like, he kind of did it indirectly. So I'm just kind of like, if there's something going on that you really need to tell the people, tell the people. So, yeah, so, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You still have a lot to learn. A grasshopper. Are you a gun owner? I am. I am not a gun owner. I'm not as young as you think. I think that I am well versed and well knowledge in a lot of things. I don't know everything, However, I know enough where I can conduct myself and make sound decisions and not just go with the flow. And I think sometimes people let social media and other people allow those entities to do the thinking for them. And because the way that God made me and the way I'm wired, I feel like sometimes my thoughts, and I don't even want to get into conversations about politics and things like that. But sometimes when I do get into the conversation, it causes people to really just blow up. And I'm like, dang, I thought we were all adults, that we could have an adult conversation. But a lot of people, especially with this election, a lot of people at my job was just like, I can't believe that you're going to vote for Trump. I can't believe you're a woman, you're black. And I was just like, what does that have to do with anything? Biden even came out and said something so wild that I could not believe that after he said that my own people would even vote for him. He said, if you don't vote Democrat, then you are not black. I said, wow. So I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be a white woman. So I was like, what? I thought when he said that was wild. And that just goes to show you that they feel like minorities should be voting Democrat. And it's crazy. I think that's just crazy. I think you should be able to make your own choice. You have the freedom to choose. We live in the US where we enjoy a lot of luxuries, a lot of freedoms, and the fact that really the Democrat Party, if anything, wanted to take our freedoms away in large during this election. They wanted us to vote because celebrities promoted her. They wanted us to vote for her. They wanted us to vote for her because she was black. They wanted us to vote for her because she was a woman. They tried to scare us into doing it and everything. And what still happened? Trump, he still won. So the people have spoken. And I just, wish that whoever didn't vote for him would just be like, okay, well, I don't like what happened. However, he's the president. Let me go to work tomorrow. Let me just deal with it. Instead of like running around creating fear amongst people just because you don't like the outcome of what happened. So that's my thoughts on it. Oh, this water is so good. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. Yeah. But he hit the ground running. He signed all these executive orders. I said, well, dang. Thoughts on 2025. It's here. We're in the year. As far as the 2025 bylaws and everything that I haven't read the whole thing because it's a lot. And I work and I'm trying to run businesses and all of that. I don't have time to read that whole thing. However, some of the things that I have heard within 2025, I disagree with some things and I agree with some things. I do agree that our school system is very flawed and tainted. I believe that the U.S. is behind against so many other countries. And then our children and our youth grow up and they go for these jobs against people that are from other countries and they don't get the job because we do not put our stock into educating our children. We're worried about how they feel about having two mommies or daddies versus if they can divide and multiply and compete against a child in China. I don't understand why we put so much stock in certain things and not in the other. Um, I don't think it's a bad thing to bring some type of order and prayer and something back in schools. I just don't. I feel like if we did that, maybe it'll cut down on some of these gun violence shootings and evil that's going on within our school system. Um, what else was said in it? Y'all gotta give me what was said in 2025, the bylaws, because I really didn't get into reading the whole thing. I saw a couple of little, things about it. Um, but I didn't read the whole thing, so I don't know all of what was in it. So if y'all want to put out something that was in there and ask me what I think about it, then I definitely will talk about it. And y'all can also talk back about something that I say. As long as y'all just keep it respectful in the comments, I'm an open book. I talk about anything. So basically, we should just model schools like Chinese schools. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. My point of saying competition against other countries, I think that we just need to really focus on having a structured school system, a structured planning session where our children feel that they are able to compete with a child that's from China. But if you put a child from China up against a child from the US, I guarantee that 9 times out of 10, that child from China is probably going to do better on a standardized test or better in a certain subject. And I just think that we need to focus more on that. I think we give our children phones too quick. I think we allow our children to be in front of the TV too much. I think that parents don't spend enough time with their children as far as saying, let's read this book together or let's talk about serious, real issues instead of getting on the video game and playing with them. I think that you can have some type of fun, and you can do video games, you can, go out and everything. But I think there needs to be more time spent on education and more time spent on adopting morals and having a moral compass instead of having them out in social media. I feel like rap music is evil. It's teaching vices to the new generation, yeah, and not promoting what's important. They just talk about catching cases and getting criminal records. Yeah, the music is a big problem with our youth as well. Hey, Yuli girl. Hey, girl. Hey. Yeah, the music is a big problem with our youth too. And that's where parenting has to be top tier and key. If you're a parent, you have to invest in your children, meaning you have to, what are you watching? What are you reading? What are you looking at on your phone? What are you looking at on that computer? Put parental controls. What are you listening to? Like, a lot of parents don't want to parent these days. And I think that is even more over music. I think the biggest problem is the parenting. Like, people, they don't want to, it's like parents are afraid of their children these days. And then society and the laws of the land don't make it any better because you can't spank your child, or the child's like, I'm gonna call the police if you yell at me or you spank me or whatever. Now, I'm not talking about abuse, but a little tap on the hand, like, hey, I told you to cut that out, or a punch in the arm, like, stop that. It's not abuse. The Bible says, spare the rod, spoil the child. And what is happening? A lot of this evil in the land has had parents sparing the rod, and now the children are spoiled, and now the children are out of whack, out of control, and now the parents are scared of the children, and it's just all messed up. And it's like, how do we get back on track the way we need to? And so I believe that while Trump is not perfect, I believe some of his plans and things that he wants to do is trying to bring back that old school America with a new twist on it. We do have technology and things like that, so it's never going to go old school, but I believe he wants to get some of those old values that was in America once before back the way it was. So I mean, and I don't disagree with a lot of it. I just don't. I mean, he has a way of he has a way of coming across to people that he's one of them guys. Either you love him or you hate him. You disagree with them or you agree with them. And I'm kind of one of them people that's on both sides of the fence. Like I agree and then I disagree. There's some things he's saying and I'm like, okay, I could get with that. And there's some things I'm like, come on, Trump, that's a little bit too much. Yuli says, I don't know if he is the man to do it. I don't know. Like, I think that the thing that I'm measuring him on is his first term. Under his first term, we have to ask ourselves, how was life at that point? But I think with Kamala, I think she lost because people just didn't believe her. She was very fake. And people didn't believe that she could do original ideas to move the country along. They believed that she will hop on the same ideas that Biden did. And because people were like, Biden was just a tragedy to some people, they were just like, we can't have another 4 years of that mess. And so they were like, no. And it was a large majority of people that voted for him. Not just a little bit. When I looked at the map, it was bleeding red on election night. And so people were just kind of like, y'all can't sit up here and manipulate us anymore with these celebrities and these this and this that. We need somebody that we feel is going to be able to take charge or be a little aggressive in their approach with some things, because we're living in a very crazy time, and we don't have time for a woman that's sitting up here laughing all the time. Every time you turn around, she laughing about something. She never answered a direct question, and I followed the campaign very closely. She said the same thing over and over and over again, like she was reading from a teleprompter, which she probably was most of the time. She threw a bunch of celebrities in our face and thought that entertainment and celebrities would grab our attention and our vote. She was not voted in as the Democratic nominee to run for the presidential office. She was put in a position. So they broke rules anyway, because the rule is that the Democratic candidate is supposed to be voted in by the Democratic Party. So you're supposed to have your candidates, and then they're supposed to present themselves like a resume, and then the Democratic Party at large is supposed to vote the best candidate that they want. But because they were panicking, because they knew Biden, after the debate with Trump and Biden, they knew that Biden wasn't in a position to be able to win it. They panicked and just threw her in there. Star Fox says, I've been Republican from when I was able to vote. Oh, okay. Child, you saw Elon Musk. I ain't seen Elon Musk. You know what's crazy is that Elon Musk was supposed to have brought the U.S. part of TikTok. That's what I heard. And I don't know what happened, but I guess he pulled out. Maybe they wanted too much money and he was like, okay, that's even too much money for me, and I have billions. So I don't know what happened with that. But Elon Musk is a little weird to me. I don't know what's up with him. The jury is still out for how I feel about Elon Musk. I think he's just a part of the billionaires club, and he just has too much money. He don't know what to do with it. And so a large amount of his money, though, was put towards the Trump campaign. So, hey, I don't know. The jury's still out about him. I've kind of never been Democrat or Republican. I've kind of always been independent. Like I've always kind of been in the middle of the road. Like I've kind of been like, it depends. Like who's talking right, who I believe in more, who has some good policies going on, stuff like that. Like I've always been one of those people. Girl, that's what no one is going back to TikTok. Even the UK is going to red note. Oh, I don't know. What is red note? Yeah, TikTok, I mean, the only thing about TikTok is that, and it's another thing with Biden. He could have signed something before he left the office to have TikTok continue to go on, but he decided to leave it on Trump. And so that's what happened. It's the Chinese version of TikTok. Oh, okay, I got you. And so that's what ended up happening. You know, Trump Trump signed something to let it go forward for an additional like 30 days or something like that until they come to some type of agreement or whatever. My thing is, the only thing that I feel bad about with TikTok was the fact that there were businesses and everything of people who relied on TikTok. And if anything, that little 12-hour shutdown should have showed people that have thriving businesses on there that they need to have another outlet. Elon is a smart guy. If you want to make money, rock with Elon. Buy Tesla stocks are skyrocketing. Yeah, I that is something that is huge that we do need to start looking at buying into some stocks. I don't know how much is a Tesla stock a share. I don't know how much that is. I can Google it and find out, but if you know, drop it in the comments. But yeah, we need to get on some stocks. Get on some stocks. I mean, we can't place all of our trust in the government, like where Trump has his things that he wants to do. I think people get scared and afraid when they put all their trust in the government, and that's a foolish thing to do. And that's why I dislike the Democrat Party, because they will have people on their knees begging the government. In the 400s now. Ooh. Ciao. I ain't saying I can't buy a couple of shares, but I think I'm going to start with one share and then, go from there. You can also buy lithium stocks. You can album uranium stocks, which I have. I like to buy stocks of resources, not companies. Yeah, Yuli, that's a good idea. It's 426. Wow. Yeah, that's a good idea to buy. They also have penny stocks as well. I don't know how good penny stocks are. I've heard if you're trying to get into the stock game, starting with penny stocks is a good idea. But I don't know. If y'all know about penny stocks, let me know. But I don't know if they are a good idea, bad idea, or what have you. Yes, lithium is a good stock. Oh, okay. I might have to look into some lithium. How much is lithium per share? Yeah, but I think like the Democratic Party, like I was saying, hello, Jomar. Love you too with the love of the Lord. Lithium stocks is $60 a buck per share. Uranium is about 56. Oh, okay. All right, Yuli, I might be buy me some lithium and uranium stock. So it's $60 per share for lithium, 56 per share for uranium. Okay. Okay. I'm going to have to look into that. I'm going to have to look into that when I get off of here and buy me a few shares of that. Yes. What else is a good stock? But so Democrat Party, I think that, hey, I got 4 of lithium and 5 of uranium. Absolutely. I think that when you're on the knees, when you are on your knees to the government, and I think that's the issue that I have with the Democratic Party, is that they want you to constantly rely on the government. They want you to be poor and middle class. They one thing that Kamala kept hopping on, I'm going to work for the poor and middle class. I'm going to work for the poor and middle class. But I thought you're supposed to be the president of all people if you were going to run for president, right? But she kept hopping on poor and middle class. So I'm like, so if you're telling me I'm black and I have to vote Democrat, so are you now saying that I'm only going to always ever be poor or middle class? That didn't sit well with me either. Don't think of stocks. Stocks is going to get you money in one day. Oh yeah, I know that. It's over time, like in a year, your money will grow 3 to 5%, and that's better than it's going through inflation and dropping through. Absolutely, yeah. Having stocks is a long game. Like you can't just say I'm gonna put stocks in today and by next week I'm gonna be in the millions. Nah, you have to really play the long game with stocks. Absolutely, yes, it will grow. If you were lucky, you don't get a 12% return the first year. I did. Yeah. Also, Cash App has stocks on there too that you can invest in, and you could put like a couple of dollars, $5, $10, $20 into it, and it will grow on the stocks on there. I think I brought into Apple stock on my Cash App, and I only have like 20 something dollars in it, but I think I only put $2 to start, so I'm gonna have to add some more to it or something like that. I don't even remember how I did it. That is the craziest thing. The same as CD. Yep. CD's account. CD accounts. Yep. I don't even remember how I did it. Like I cannot. I probably have to go in there and play around with it, but I haven't invested, in the stocks on Cash App or anything like that. But yeah, I remember when what was it? Bitcoin first came out. A coworker of mine had turned me onto this site, and he was educating me on Bitcoin, and I had got so aggressive into it. It was like I was on my phone all the time doing Bitcoin, and I was just like, I gotta break away from this because this is ridiculous. But yeah, when I get involved and invested in something, it's like I'm on it, on it, on it, and so I didn't want to, I didn't want that to be the thing. But that's because when I retire, I want to really retire. Like, I don't want to go back to work at my older age. You would get, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay, you would get it. Yeah, I don't want to go back to work at my older age. You don't know how many older people I see at Walmart who are like Walmart greeters. And it's unfortunate because they didn't have any children or anything to take care of them, and now they have to go back to work. They didn't prepare for retirement. And so this is why I'm like really heavy into not relying on our government and preparing for retirement and preparing to live. Like, you have to save money and things of that nature. But a lot of these people who are mad at Trump or afraid of what's going to happen, they wanted the Democrat Party to win so that they can continue to be poor and middle class. And when you're poor and middle class, a lot of the times you don't look to be business owners sometimes, or you don't look in the stocks and have your money grow and think about retirement and stuff, because you're thinking, oh, okay, Medicare or Medicaid is here, or this is there for that, or this tax break is here for that. And so you're looking to always be reliant on the government, which is sad. It's really sad. Yuli says me too, and I get tired and let it grow. I just don't want to be a burden on my child. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Me either. That's so troubling. There are some people that when they get older, they feel like my child should definitely take care of me. And I'm one of them people. I don't want to be a burden on my daughter either. I want to be able to, when I'm in my older age, have money sitting in the bank and just building and building and building for me, to the point where I don't have to rely on my child to take care of me. Do you have Bitcoin? I brought 5K in Bitcoin before the jump. I don't have any Bitcoin. The guy that turned me onto it, one of my coworkers, I did look into it, but I never really got into it the way I needed to, because I just, at the time, my daughter was in high school, and I was working, and I just had a lot going on. So I didn't really get into Bitcoin the way I wanted to. And at this point, like, I'm not gonna lie, they've kind of scared me into not wanting to even invest or dive deep into Bitcoin. And that could very well be my own ignorance, because I don't really know a whole bunch about it. And the guy, I lost contact with him, so I'm not really, and I haven't really had a desire to go look into it. I'm more so like leaning towards like stocks now that we're talking about it. Definitely CD accounts, and making sure that I'm prepared. My job does a very good job of preparing the coworkers for retirement. Like, we have a TSP account for government workers, and we also have a 401k. And so, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm straight. That I don't have to worry about going back to nobody's 9 to 5. Because the worst thing ever is for you to be a older individual and have to go back to a 9 to 5. That just sucks. Does the USPS have a pension program? They have like I just said, they have 401k and they have a TSP. Oh no, that's not a personal question. TSP is thrift savings plan. And in that thrift savings plan, you can put it up to I think like 15-20%, and the job will match it. And then they have another separate 401k plan that they put together for you too. So it's kind of like the TSP is kind of like the pension. And it does not take a long time to grow. I've been there for 5 years, and I think my TSP now has like $10,000 in it. Now that's not a whole lot of money, but if you think about it, I'm only 42. So by the time I turn by the time I turn maybe 48, it probably would be another like $6,000 in there. So yeah. Yeah, post office take care of you. The post office will take care of you. Now, they'll try you. They would try you a lot in there, but they'll take care of you where you don't have to worry about money. It's digital gold. I'm gonna since there's only so much out there. Okay. Okay, Bitcoin, yeah. I gotta look into it. I do gotta look into it. But we'll see. But yeah, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me for this live. I just wanted to come out because I just saw so many things about Trump going on, and he had got sworn in yesterday, and I was just like, why are y'all freaking out like this? Y'all act like this man is going to come in and burn down the U.S. Like, I didn't understand that. People is out here freaking out. I don't know if y'all have seen some stuff, but I'm just thinking to myself, y'all. Y'all need to cut it out. This man is not the devil. Child, I'm just letting it happen. You just and that's my whole point with people. I'm just like, I mean, okay, you didn't get who you wanted in office. Okay. Life ain't fair, right? But just sit back and just see, what he gonna do? He may do some great stuff. I mean, the first time he was in office, I mean, shoot, groceries was down, gas was down, the cost of living was down. I mean, I'm just saying. Also, gold, I brought 2 ounces of gold like 3 weeks ago and already made my money back. Gold went up. Yeah, my sister has brought some gold. And when she first told me she brought gold, I was like, gold? I was like, how'd you do that? And so she's brought some gold too. And so I've heard of of doing that as well, looking into that. But yeah, how much is gold and how can I get it into it? Yeah, that's a good question, Star Fox. How much is the gold and how can you get into it? Because I have no idea. And it's funny because my sister did it and I didn't even think to ask her, like, how'd you do it? How'd you get into it? Let me know what's up with it. But I think because, I knew she did it and I was just like, gold, 27.50 an ounce. Wait, it's $2,750 an ounce? Is that what you're saying? Sorry, y'all, my nose is running. I need to blow it. Is that how much it is an ounce? Because if it is, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So replay watchers, if y'all saw when I got up in the beginning of the video and I didn't have no furniture back here, we just moved in. And so y'all will see as I begin to furnish the place. I'll probably do little shorts and show y'all how I'm going to decorate the place. But we just moved in here. We've only been here maybe for a month. And so slowly but surely, I got my carpet down and other little stuff. So I don't want people to come in the replay and be like, she ain't got no furniture in there. Yeah, we just moved in. I brought my first ounce in 2016 for $12.60. Dang, is that much? And the same ounce is, wow. I'm moving in July and moving to Florida. Oh, you're moving to Florida? Oh, okay. Where are you now, Yuli? Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. I have a gold dealer near by where I live. Where do you live at, Star Fox? Oh, you're in NYC? Ooh, child. I love New York. That is like my favorite place to visit. It's so weird because somebody asked me what was my dream place to go and visit. And I'm like, New York. They're like, really? And I'm like, yes. I said, y'all don't understand. Back in the day, it was so fun to go to New York. I used to get on the Greyhound, pay $50 for a round trip ticket to New York, stay for the weekend in different boroughs, and just have such a vibe. My favorite borough was Harlem. Oh my God, I had so much fun in Harlem. Yes, not jewelry, get gold coins or bars. Oh, okay, okay. I love it, but it's too expensive and I can live better. You absolutely can live better in Florida. I will not lie to you. New York is expensive. Now, I only ever went there to visit. I never lived there, but it's very expensive. It's very expensive to be there. I don't even see how anybody is still living there. It's just too expensive. How can I get gold coins? Yeah, how can you get gold coins? I think my sister got the bars. Because are the coins still the same price, the 27? Because they shouldn't be the same price. I'm thinking the bars would be more expensive than the coins. But I don't know. I don't know about gold. But yeah, I love the NYC, child. I mean, cold and all. I'm a cold chick. Like I love the snow. I love all of that, like everything. But I haven't been to NYC in at least 5 years, 5 or 6 years. I think it was like 5 years, because I moved to Georgia. So I live in Georgia now, but I'm from DC, and I used to and it's only 4 hours away from New York. And so I used to get on Greyhound and go chill. It's 9 degrees, child. Cause I think here in Georgia, it's really cold. It's like 20 some degrees outside. LA County, southeast side by Orange County. Oh, okay, okay. LA County, southeast side by Orange County. Is that, wait, that's where you got the coins? Or wait, what did you just say? Yeah, but, okay, so you get them at, oh, that's where you get them at in LA. Okay, I got you. Okay. I wonder if you can still get them because they had the whole wildfire thing that happened. And everything. I know it didn't affect all of California, but I feel like it affected LA heavy. You can't even get it. You can get them at Costco? Costco literally has everything. Dang. I'm curious now. I'm about to go to Costco. I'm about to go to Costco and see if I can find these gold coins and how much they are. They gotta be a lot. They gotta be a lot. I think anything gold is a lot. Like it gotta be a lot. Dang. Child. But coins is a favorite. Two stackers, and then bars, coins hold a higher premium. Okay. I'm gonna have to check some stuff out. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all for joining me for this live. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here because I worked overnight, so I just got home from work not too long ago. So I'm gonna go shower and relax. But I thank y'all for joining me. This was a great conversation. I'm glad that everyone was very much adult and we could conversate and we could have a good time discussing important issues. If you all like this type of content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I actually am going to be back on Wednesday where I do something called Lunchtime Language, where I talk about hot topics and current events. So if you like pop culture and talking about things that have happened and hot topics and stuff like that, go ahead and subscribe to the channel because those chats are really, really good. The borderline of LA County and Orange County. Okay, yes, that's where I live and where I got my coins. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I'm gonna look into that with Costco. But thank y'all for joining me, y'all. We had a really good time. I love y'all so, so much. Yes, we get them. It's typically Orange County, so you can still get them. Oh, okay, okay. So thank y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Until we meet again, which will be on Wednesday, I'll be live at 6 p.m. So when you subscribe, make sure your notification button is on so you can get a notification when I go live. Okay, so I will see y'all on Wednesday. Make sure your buttons is on. Make sure you're subscribed. And I love y'all so much.